Well, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security looking to install more gates along our border. And a Valley man has concerns that more gates will mean less access to land south of the wall. Channel 5's Carolina Cruz spoke with him today, also finding out the exact location where this is taking place. What did you find out?
Yeah, so the government says that these gates will remain open and that folks will have access to the land behind, but one man is concerned that that promise won't be kept once more gates like these go up.
An attraction for those who enjoy the sounds of nature.
We have birders that come from all over the nation, all over the world.
Years ago, you could gaze from the Old Hidalgo Pump House Museum to the World Birding Center and beyond, and to Mexico. The sounds continue to fill the land, but the view changed.
Of course, there is a structure there that wasn't there before.
So any birder that wants to come there, see the birds, can't actually get into the forest where the birds are.
Scott Nickel saw the change up close.
I went there before. I took pictures of it while it was being built. For a while there was no gate on it, and so people could still walk back on the trail. But once the gate was installed, it's never been open.
It's typically closed, that is correct, unless Border Patrol needs to access the area for whatever purpose that they need to go into the property.
Nichols says federal authorities didn't keep their promise. The gate installed at the levee border wall between the pump house and the National Wildlife Refuge was to remain open during daylight hours. It would allow birders and tourists to explore the entire area.
But we're being locked out of it.
Nichols tells us he gets the same response from Border Patrol when he asks to access the gate.
They will usually say they don't have the code. So even if they don't have the code, then it's definitely not available to the public.
He worries the same shutout effect will happen at other areas along the border if they're gated off.
Once they put a levee border wall in and put a gate in it, there's no access.
Julian Gonzalez, the City of Hidalgo city manager, says local police have the code. They can use it in case of an emergency. He assured the gate can be open at other times too.
If we were to get a request for a tour or for a guide into the area, we will contact Border Patrol, notify them that we will be having a tour of visitors in the area, and we will open the gate or we will have them open it for us.
Nickel wants the gate to be more accessible, as promised before the structure was built.
We reached out to a Border Patrol spokesperson and they agreed with the city. They tell me if someone from the community wants to access the gate through the Old Hidalgo Pump House, they'd have to contact city officials. Reporting live in the studio, Carolina Cruz, Channel 5 News at 6.
Well, we asked Hidalgo City Manager about the history of the Hidalgo Pump House. This is a Channel 5 News Extra. Julian Gonzalez tells us the city sought funds to restore and rehabilitate the pump house several years ago. They had to negotiate with a water district who owned the rights. Well, with funds in hand, the city reconstructed the pump station and has turned it into a museum. The pump house in Hidalgo, one of the first in our area.
It served the purpose to take water from the Rio Grande through the intake channel and distribute it to the different water districts that would serve the agricultural areas of the Rio Grande Valley.
Gonzalez says there were other pump houses along the river. The Hidalgo station, though, one of the main ones.